working together, town and tourism office, is our 2040 study about kind of our own build out and our capacity, and how do you see that as working with the tourism master plan that you guys want to do? And
it's interesting, and it's terrific that the timing of this has come together, that they're both happening, and we're going to merge it into one project. The Vision 2040, we're going to actually meet tomorrow and talk about exactly what is town looking for in that.
Right.
And that tends, in reading the one from 2020, which I was a part of, went back and reread a lot of that, it's a lot more, capacity in terms of build out, and then what do we do, like what we're 60% built, and what's left in that 40, what do we want to see in that 40. So it tends to be more infrastructure oriented, where a tourism master plan is more experiential.
Right.
Like what do we think the visitor is going to look like in 20 years, and what are they going to want, and are we building 4-bedroom condos when they're not going to have kids and only want hotel rooms or something.
Yeah.
So I think putting these two things together, I don't know whether that's been done before, to just merge the two, and so it's going to be a massive project, and everybody will get a chance to weigh in, and we're just starting to map that out tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, I think that'll be really exciting. I think it shows that we are always looking forward. I think we want to be seen as a group, as a town that is progressive, and that we do take the future into consideration.
Right.
So I'm excited of what's going to come out of that. And you guys just had your summer preview today.
Yeah.
Packed house.
Yeah,
everyone was there.
That was a record. That was the biggest one we've had. And not just in numbers, but what was really great as we're standing up there going like, we don't know who all these people are. So
right.
It's like a lot of new people came, and including a baby.
Yeah.
And so that was great to just see some new faces, as well as people who've been working closely with us all along. So.
And do you think that people are interested in how the summers in Breckenridge have been shifting and kind of changing?
I think so. When we go back, the reason that, the focus of the BTO is spring, summer, fall is, that's where the opportunity was for business. But the idea was we wanted to get out of the seasonal economy, and we wanted to build enough off-season business to where we could keep good employees year-round.
Right.
And that was a huge driver for that. So I think we're there. I mean, the months, especially September and October, those are the months, they're not the biggest months in volume, but they're the biggest months in terms of percent growth year over year. So people are figuring out, that's a pretty sweet time to be here.
It is a pretty sweet time to be here.
Yeah.
I will not disagree with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so seeing more of the shoulder season growth and spreading out maybe the visitation, especially from the Front Range. Something that I would love to hear from you is, what are some things that our guests share that might encourage our locals?
I think they want to live here. They want to be us. They come here, and it's such an amazing lifestyle, and I think what's great about Breckenridge is when guests come, they're able to plug in and be one of us, like for a couple days or a week or a lifetime. And that was actually an ad campaign we used a long time ago.
Right.
But I think it's really true here. It's just, there's a casualness and a friendliness about Breckenridge that is it really is very genuine. Everybody says that out there now, but we've always been that. And I think people really respond to that. And it came across in the expectation survey too. The number one thing that mattered to our locals is that community feel, and I think guests feel that when they come, and they feel very welcome when they're here.
Yeah, I always make it a point when I'm trail running to wave at people, or when
or help them with the parking.
Help them with the parking meter. Make sure that it's a lot easier.
Right.
What are some things we should be looking forward to this summer in terms of events?
Well, I think we've got the Ride the Rockies. We're going to have the start and the finish here, which is pretty incredible. And then we'll have the Haute Route. Sandy talked about that this morning. It's a really interesting group. It's almost like a tour company, a high-end tour company, and they do a very significant almost a pro challenge kind of ride that people pay to be part of. and it's coming through Breckenridge. So I think it introduces us to a clientele that we wouldn't normally see, a lot of Europeans. So it's a nice opportunity for sampling, and we hope, of course, and that all goes viral. So those are two that we're really excited about, and then we continue to build on the Wine Classic and Film Festival and the usuals. I mean, 4th of July will be great.
Right.
Yeah.
And then everyone's always looking forward to Oktoberfest.
Right. Yes.
Which
yes.
I am looking forward to. It's right by my birthday, so it works
perfect.
out well.
Nice of us to do that.
Thank you so much. And just, as the leader of the tourism office, what are you really excited for? What are you seeing in your organization and your people that just excites you?
Everything. Absolutely everything. I mean, obviously we just launched, Brett, our marketing team, just launched a new website that is absolutely cutting edge in the industry.
It is beautiful.
I mean, and it is, and we're working out bugs and stuff like that, and it's not been easy by any stretch, but it is, we like what you said earlier, we want to be known as cutting edge in every layer. So we want to be known as cutting edge in the business, in the marketing industry, as well as just the tourism industry. And we punch way above our weight on a lot of things. So the website is a huge, huge accomplishment for the team. And the lineup of, we've kind of reorganized the agencies a little bit, and we just have a powerhouse partnership out there helping us work. And I think, across the board in every department, bringing Justin on board, our videographer, I mean, the caliber of work that we can produce in-house is just like nothing we've been able to do before. Sandy with her events, she just elevates everything every time. And then the whole management side, that's kind of newer, and it's newer for DMO. So we're figuring out where can we plug in addition to research and guest service training, and what's the next thing we can help with, or we can identify and give it to town council or whatever group might be appropriate to say, if we could ramp it a couple points here, the whole thing would go up. So that's pretty cool.
And what's great is council is always so excited about the events, and as you've seen, they always want to know, what did people say, how did they like it, and I just think it goes back to that friendliness experience of we want you to come here and we want you to have a good time and tell your friends about it and come hang out with us.
Yeah. Well, the beauty of events, and I'm a huge proponent of events and have been doing big ones for a long time, is, it develops an esprit de corps in the community. Not that everybody loves everything every day, but, overall, we have a pool of 400 volunteers that come in and help us with different things. People want to do that. And it pulls everybody together, pulls you out of your regular day job, and you go help do this bigger thing. And the locals can enjoy it as much as the guests, so it hits on like every level, and that's what's so cool about them. Yeah,
no, I was looking at the calendar today for the rest of the events and thinking, okay, well, I'll make sure I'm here for this one and for that one, and I personally am so excited about everything that's coming up. So
yeah, we are too.
Well, thanks for being here today, and thanks for chatting, and we look forward to seeing all of these things come to fruition.
Great. Thanks, Haley.
Thanks for joining us on this month's edition of Breck Buzz. I'm Haley Littleton, and we will see you next month.